All right, let's go and get started. My name is Robert Sagers. I'm the Customer Success Manager here at Sierra Interactive, and today it's my privilege to be with you again for another edition of Sierra Live Q&A. This is the time when you can ask literally any question that you have about Sierra Interactive or anything related to Sierra, and I will bring every answer that I can. If you're watching us on Zoom, then you can go ahead and send in your questions either via the Q&A box or the chat box. Either one works for me. If you're watching on Facebook Live in the mastermind group at facebook.com/group/Sierra Interactive, then you can go ahead and just post your question as a comment. I can already see I've got a couple of questions coming in, so I am happy to see that. You could see on my screen, you should be able to see this dummy site that we use for demonstration purposes. I've also got an admin area that we can use to be able to demonstrate any functionality that you ask about. So we can definitely model things as we go. Again, any question that you've got. So let me start by saying this. You see this video here with Louisville in the background. This is my time to plug the Sierra Summit, the first annual, the first ever, the inaugural Sierra Summit, March 4th, 2020. Early bird tickets are on sale right now. This is just for you, the Sierra client, and everybody on your team. Bring everyone. It's here on the ground where Sierra's headquarters is located in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll be at the beautiful and historic Seelbach Hotel for one day of top of mind topics, great interaction time. We're going to have great speakers. We're going to be making some announcements really soon because our early bird pricing is coming to an end. The pricing will never be lower for these tickets than it is right now. You're going to save $50 a ticket when you purchase those tickets right now. You've got just a few days left. You can go right now to sierrainteractive.com and you can go ahead and click through to be able to view the registration for that. It's going to be a really good time. So we would love for you to join us with that. And if you're wondering, hey, is it worth it for me to come to Louisville for just one day? Number one, we hope that you'll find that it is. And number two, directly following the Sierra Summit, there is another conference Thursday and Friday of that week, March 5th and 6th. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you could be at conferences. The Sierra Summit on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, there's another real estate conference called Real Estate Distilled. You can go to realestatedistilled.com. And your hosts, Scott and Liz Hack, will have information there about that conference. And I think they've got the early bird ticket pricing up right now as well. They'll also be at the Seelbach. So grab your room at the Seelbach Hotel in downtown Louisville for those nights and join us for the Sierra Summit and join us for Real Estate Distilled. We'll be there as well. It just won't be our event per se. We want you to come to Sierra Summit. I think it's going to be a great time. All right, so getting into questions. Lorraine in Georgia says, hi. Hi, Lorraine. All right, Leonard says this. Leonard, I don't know where you're located, but if you'll tell me, I'm happy to promote your area. Leonard says, I have leads coming in from Google PPC via you guys, and they only have the leads visiting the site only 1 to 2 times over 90 days. I noticed none of the follow-up sequences are set up. Why aren't they automatically running? Cool. All right, Leonard. Well, this sounds something like a bit of a setup question. At a big picture level, for those of you who are listening, and Leonard did tell me he's in California. Hello, Leonard. I went to Pepperdine University, so and one of my colleagues, Retha, lived in Los Angeles as well for a time. I wasn't in Los Angeles proper. I think she may have been. Retha, where were you living in Los Angeles? Sacramento is where she was. She grew up and then moved to Orange County. So there you go. All right. So that now you get a little bit of the insight as to how sometimes we interact here within the Sierra headquarters. All right. Retha is one of our awesome project managers. She's super good at what she does. A number of you will know who she is. All right. So Leonard is asking about Google PPC via you guys. What he means by that is the campaigns that we manage. One of the really nice features about Sierra Interactive is that rolled up into your subscription cost is the management of Google Ads campaigns. If you want to know more about what I'm talking about, simply head to the knowledge base, and if you type in Google Ads, then you will find this article on setting up Google Ads PPC with Sierra. This is an extensive knowledge base article. You don't need to read every detail. It's just got lots of FAQs. It's got right up here, big and bold, fill out the Google Ads questionnaire. You can answer some questions about what demographic you want to target, what areas you want to target, etc. And we'll manage those campaigns for you. Tell us your budget. Cool thing about this is, number one, every single dollar that you put toward your budget is going to go toward Google Ads. There is no set fee. There is no percentage off that Sierra takes to manage these campaigns. It's just rolled up into your subscription costs. And number two, we provide transparent reporting for you. Several weeks after your campaign start, we'll send you a link. You can see where those ad dollars are going, and then you can kind of view performance and say, hey, maybe I don't want to target that area anymore. It doesn't seem like these ads are performing that great there, or the leads that I'm generating in this area aren't the best. I want to really focus my dollars here instead. And we do have split billing option that you can find out about here in this knowledge base article as well. So getting more to Leonard's specific question, he said the leads are visiting the site only 1 to 2 times over 90 days. And that's, I mean, we can't make it so that somebody comes back to the site, right? But one of the things that we can do is be able to start adding follow-up campaigns so that people will keep you top of mind, return to the site. You can set them up on a Save Search e-alert. So I want to show you about some of that. When you said follow-up sequences aren't set up, that's there's a couple things about that. We encourage all of our clients to watch the videos in this admin level getting started guide. And these videos, 26 of them, but don't be overwhelmed. It's just over 1 hour of content. It is not overwhelming. These videos will really walk you through how to set up everything on your account. Now that your lovely support team will be here to assist with any questions that you have along the way. You have an extensive and searchable knowledge base that can help you. You can email support@sierrainteractive.com. You can call, if you'd rather talk to somebody, 502-410-3050. And talk to me on the phone. You can join the mastermind group and ask questions in there about best practices, not about support related items, but best practices. You can join these Q&A sessions twice a week, every week, 2 p.m. Eastern, unless I'm out of town or otherwise predisposed, which doesn't happen too frequently. I know that some of you just really love these times. I do, to be honest. I love these Q&A sessions because I love to teach and educate and to help you succeed. But my point is this, there is a video in here, a number of them, about engaging your leads. And this will show you, give you an overview of lead management, show you how to set up autoresponders, how to place out calls and texts, how to set up Save Search e-alerts and market updates, how to use contact templates, how to create a drip campaign, how to make a traditional and fully automated action plan. These videos are really worth your watching. In addition to, related to that, the video in here on distribute your leads about lead routing. Very important article. You can simply head to lead routing and you can automate and efficientize your entire setup in lead routing. Once you've set up some action plans, once you've made sure that everybody's connected in the way that they need to be to the dialer so that those various things will occur in the way that you want them. That's why it's really important to kind of watch those videos to get educated about how everything can be set up in the way that you want it. Now, there's a lot of flexibility with this platform. I've noticed that my colleague Ryan, who's the sales and business development manager here at Sierra, the word robust used to be his big go-to about Sierra, and I'm noticing a bit of a shift. He's using the word flexible, and I like them both. Robust, it means that the platform is, it's multifaceted, right? But flexible is really important too. You can utilize the platform really in the way that you want it. So I would really suggest, as you're thinking about automatically setting up follow-up plans and save searches and these types of things, you're going to want to watch the videos on lead routing. You're going to want to watch the videos about how to set up those plans, and then you can automatically apply those so that you can really give yourself a freedom, a peace of mind to know that your leads are being followed up with. You're going to be kept top of mind with your leads as they're coming in. With those follow-up plans, you can be sending them properties daily based on what you set up in lead routing. You don't have to do anything once you have this set up. So if you have any specific follow-up questions about those things, let me know. All right, Leonard also says there's also no market updates being sent to leads from Sierra per the dashboard under e-alerts market updates. All right, and yeah, you'll need to set those up for your leads either at an individual level or automatically in lead routing. So I'll just show you quickly how you can set that up at an individual level. Once you've talked to a lead, the Save search e-alerts, generally speaking, are for buyer leads. The market updates, generally speaking, are for seller leads, but you can do both. If you click on the searches tab within an individual lead detail page, you can just simply click on create market update, and you can go ahead and set up the details of that market update here. Choose how frequently those emails should be sent, and if your MLS has sold data that can display on your site with Sierra, then you can choose how far back you want that sold data to display. Just fill out the criteria of the home, the property that your lead is looking to sell, and you can set them up in that way. You noticed when I clicked on create market update, it also says or use a favorite search. If you find that you're consistently sending the same type of save search e-alert or market update frequently and you want to save yourself some time, I'd definitely recommend simply going to save searches and favoriting your save search. See this little heart over here under action? When you favorite it, a little check mark appears. That means that it's now one of your favorite save searches. In your lead routing rules now, you can select that as an automatic application. So maybe your lead routing rule is if area equals Butchertown or whatever neighborhood, then automatically apply this save search e-alert related to Butchertown or market update related to Butchertown. All right, so Leonard, if you have any specific follow-up questions about either of those, let me know. All right, Lorraine, let's get to you. You asked, we are looking to retarget leads that register through Google PPC with Facebook ads. Can Sierra help us with this? We can. You can simply, Lorraine, you're in the mastermind group. If you look over in the announcements tab, or if you'll search in the group and you type in like retargeting or remarketing, you'll find a post that has more information about that. Some of the specifics may have changed about the management of those campaigns. They're separate from the Google PPC. So what I'd love for you to do, and anyone else who's listening who is interested in this, we can manage Facebook retargeting campaigns. They do come at a cost. You can email support@sierrainteractive.com for the exact specifics of what those campaigns look like what we do, as well as what the cost is. All right, Leonard asks, what is the name of the Facebook page? Absolutely, Leonard is watching on Zoom. The Facebook Mastermind is for all clients of Sierra whose sites have gone live, and a few people who help those people. If you go to facebook.com/groups/Sierra Interactive, you will find it. It's a closed group, very basic questions to join, and we would love to have you in there, Leonard. It's a very lively group. Lots of interaction, and it is a mastermind. It's for sharing best practices related to Sierra. Lorraine, you're welcome. All right, Robert Millaway. Robert, I believe that you're in New Jersey. Great first name. You say, what is the cost for a second website within the same account? I don't know the exact details of what our sales team is doing. I think that I know, but I don't want to quote it. So without being for sure. So pretend that it's the exact same cost and be surprised if it's less. If you want exact details, shoot an email to sales@sierrainteractive.com, or you can call sales at 502-410-3050. It's the same number for sales, support, and billing. It's just a different extension. 1 for sales, 2 for support, 3 for billing. All right, I'm looking for additional questions. Leonard asks, just submitted the request. Thanks. All right, so for the Facebook group, absolutely. And tell your friends. We do include a link for that group. We've promoted it within our marketing emails that we just almost never send, but we do send them occasionally about new features. We do include at the bottom of our support requests, autoresponder, just so, or email signature. Yeah, the signature. So anytime you write into support and one of our team members writes you back, you'll see it in there. We want our clients in there. It's a lively community. We do communicate with you, and we stream these Q&A sessions, for example, in there. All right. I am looking for additional questions. You can send them in either via the Q&A box or the chat box if you're watching on Zoom. If you're watching in Facebook through Facebook Live, then you can just type your question as a comment in Facebook, and I'm able to see it there. All right, I am looking for additional questions today about anything you want to talk about. Joe in Florida says, when can we use open house registration program? That functionality is live. All you'll need to do is simply go to a property listing detail page, any one, and it may not work on this dev site. So let me go to my friend Scott Hack's site and states.com. You can go to literally any property listing detail page. All of you have this functionality. And we are going to go to the URL up here, and we're going to append, we're going to get rid of that little thing. We're going to append the words open house on there. And watch this. When we do that, open house form. The idea is that you can use this, say, on an iPad or an open computer or something like that. I wouldn't suggest that you use a non-iPad tablet, but you could also use it on a non-iPad tablet at an open house. The idea is that you actually, at an open house, you can gather information from people who walk in. The cool thing about this open house functionality is that if you click on the logo or the text right beneath it, it actually shifts between a buyer-focused open house form and a seller-focused open house form. So depending after your little bit of conversation, you can go ahead and get a sense of if they're a neighbor or if they are somebody who's looking to purchase the home. Just click to toggle and ask them to fill out the information. The cool thing is this will register them as a lead, and once they fill out this information, it'll auto redirect within 30 seconds back to this form, and you can do it again, or you can click a button to cut that 30 seconds short. The other way you can do it is use this via the tracking link generator, and you can simply toggle over the very upper left hand side of the screen, and it'll take you to the admin. And this might break because it may have broken me, or maybe my emulation wore out. I will go to an existing tracking link just to show you. All right, give me 1 second. It's my emulation. Time's out after so long. All right, here we are. We're back. Manage tracking links. And we're going to find one that is an actual, here we go. I'm going to edit it. So imagine we've clicked that link and we're back in here, and I'm going to click to edit it so that it looks like it would. And you simply will choose this. I'm not sure why it's not there. You will see an option for open house. It'll say like open house registration type, and oh, it's because it, sorry, I think it's because it's our dummy site that's not live. You will see in the registration dropdown open house, and that way you can use that link instead, and you can assign specific follow-up plans, etc., as people register. All right. If you want to know more about that, Joe, simply go in the Facebook group where you are and go over to the announcements tab. It's like the second or third post down. We did a pretty extensive overview video about this functionality last week. We had Ryan Ward, one of our clients, Premier at AtlantaRealEstate.com. He actually used the open house form 2 days after we released it and had good results from it. So I would suggest going back and looking at it. All right. Steve Guzman. Steve is in San Diego, and he says that on my site it shows properties in LA County, and I don't work in that county. This is happening a lot. Cool thing is, Steve, we can fix that. We can actually kind of change the default map view. If you'll email support@sierrainteractive.com with that very issue, we can help. You won't be able to do it, but we can do it. All right, I'm looking for additional questions. You can type them in the Q&A box or the chat box on Zoom. You can send them in as a comment within Facebook. Anybody whose question I've answered, if you've got any specific follow-ups to, I'm happy to receive them and go into any more detail. All right, well, you are welcome, Steve. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to start landing the plane, and if there's more questions, then I'll answer them. I want to leave you with a few things. Number one, if you're a manager level user or the primary manager, you're going to see this light bulb icon in the admin. That's going to have the request to feature as well as any announcements that we have about new features, etc. Be sure to check that out whenever you see the little orange dot or whatever it is to say there's a new, I think it includes a number as well. That's going to tell you that there's a new announcement. This knowledge base that we have is extensive, it's searchable, and it's broken down into the same sections that you will find in the admin level getting started guide. So if you are a primary manager or a manager level user, you haven't watched these videos, or you're new to Sierra, or you haven't watched these videos and you're re-engaging with Sierra, or you have watched these videos and you need a refresher for any reason, on any of these topics, be sure to come and watch the videos here. Many of them are very, very short. And every agent level user and lender level user, and including and as well as the primary manager and manager level user, is going to see this agent level getting started guide. 7 videos, just under 15 minutes, intended to help onboard your team well. When you need help, email support@sierrainteractive.com. When you need to talk someone, call 502-410-3050, option 2 for support. Our phone support hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. So if you're in California, that's 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And lastly, I really hope that you'll join these Q&A sessions whenever you'd like. And if you're not able to join us live in Zoom or on Facebook, you can simply go over to the videos tab and watch past Q&A sessions and get a sense of what we're talking about. And anything that's new, we will hopefully be kind of overviewing as we go, but would love to have you as frequently as you wish to join. You can bring any question that you want. I'm happy to answer them. All right, well, I am not seeing, yes, I did get a last minute question. Kyle in Louisville asked, question about inbound calls, the dialer number. All right, what's your question, Kyle? I can guess it, but I'm going to wait for your details. Agent received a text to their number from someone outside the CRM and they could not respond. Any workaround? Unfortunately, there's not. That's one of the limitations of the way that the dialer is set up, is that it's intended to be there to manage existing leads within the CRM. So the way the dialer works is that you've got this one number for your buyer's agents, which you can add more than one for listing agents, one for lenders. Each individual user then connects to that dialer. When calls or texts come in to the dialer number, they get routed to the assigned agent. If it's sent to the buyer agent number, it's going to be routed to the phone of the assigned buyer agent to that lead. If it's sent to the listing agent number, it's going to be routed to the assigned listing agent for that lead. If it's sent to the lender number, it's going to be routed to the assigned lender for that lead. If there is somebody outside of the CRM, maybe a spouse of a lead, texts or calls, this is where you add to route those inbound calls and texts from unknown numbers right here to 586-623-0190. So those will come in to somebody, right? But in terms of, I'm guessing that you've got somebody who has a text and text received and it's like an unknown. And unfortunately, there's not a great way around that. Okay, at least not yet. Okay, well, with that, I will go ahead and wrap up, and I'll look forward to talking to you on Thursday. See you later. Have a great week.